Hey everyone, and welcome to our weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week of June 1st to June 7th. And I can't believe here we are in June. This year is half over. I hope you're doing well. And, I just feel like for June, I wanted to focus on which decks to work with. And I was guided to work with our spirit guides. So I wanted to work with the Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen Farmer. And I'm going to pull 3 cards from this one. And then to get an extra card, just for additional material, I'm going to be pulling from the Nature Speak Oracle card deck by Ted Andrews. I was focusing on what June was going to be feeling, and if you may want to also take a look at the second quarter forecast that I taped back in, May, because I missed April, sorry about that. But you may want to take a look back at that for what is going to be coming up for this month. I am still hearing that this is going to be about patience and planning. We saw that last week, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, and I'm feeling that that's even going to be more for that entire month for June, I should say, that this is about adopting more patience and planning even further for what you want to occur for the next half of this year. Now, we've got the full moon coming up, and we're still in retrograde, so they're also telling me that this is still a period where we may want to go a little bit slower and not quite so quick with our decisions this week, and especially not just this week, but also the rest of the month. So take your time, don't make any harsh or rash decisions, and just allow this week until we can get out of this retrograde period. Just nice and easy is also what I'm feeling with this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going with the reading. Okay, so I've gone on ahead and I've drawn the 3 cards from the Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides, and also 1 card from the Nature Speak Oracle. And to get us started off for this week, the first card that's coming up is Honeybee, and it says, "Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation." Again, with all of the energy that we've been having for these past couple of weeks, and especially with this one here, with this full moon, this is saying to open your heart. And, with the honeybee, bees make honey, and that is telling me sweetness. Try and add more sweetness to whatever situation's occurring for you this week. This could be in your relations with people. This could be anybody that you encounter. And I'm also hearing that because with the full moon, people have a tendency to get a little bit crazy around the full moon time. So emotions could just be extremely running high. And then add that with the Mercury Retrograde, you're just going to feel like things are kind of out of whack for you to start off with for this week. But this is saying that if you are around individuals that are saying things to you which are hurtful, and it could just simply be that they don't mean for them to be hurtful. It's just that their emotions are just really, really very high and they're on edge at this point. So try to alleviate what's going on by adding a little bit more compassion. Try and put yourself in their shoes. And if someone does say something to you or does something, whether it's not said, but it could be unspoken, that, kind of ruffles your feathers a little bit, try to forgive, okay? That needs to be the top priority for the first part of this week. So, this is really about kind of letting go of the judgment, okay? And just releasing those judgments and allowing the whole situation that as we get started off here to bring and surround you and that person with love and compassion. I'm also feeling pink energy with this card too, so especially the green and the blue. So this tells me that this is, especially with the blue and this darker blue in here, this is going to be about what you're hearing and also what you're saying, because this is, I feel like, the throat chakra here. Now, as we get into the middle part of the week, we have Octopus, and it says, practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. Now, just the octopus here, I see the 8 tentacles, and I'm feeling with this that you're just going to be so jumbled with so much stuff that you've got to do. All right. So this is saying to step up to the plate and don't be afraid to put on a new hat, whether it be a work hat at work. So if your manager comes up to you and says, I need for you to do this, go ahead and do it. All right. And this is the part of the shape shifting. So, allowing whatever needs to come into play for this week, allowing that to be ready and be ready to adapt to different changes, because I'm feeling a lot of changes with this card here. This is also about, practice the shape shifting by altering your physical appearance. Those of you that, you may be feeling kind of, if you have been feeling kind of dull or, kind of blue down in the dumps, this is saying to put your body in a position of one that is happy. What does a happy person look like to you? How do they carry themselves? And that's what this card is representing here, and that is what this is also saying. This is about being very flexible, is the meaning of this card as well. So flexibility is going to be the key component for the middle part of the week. As we get into the weekend here, now this is Roadrunner, and it says, okay, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. I really feel like, with the full moon, that there's going to be some altercations perhaps with some of you viewing this. And this is saying, hey, just let it roll off your back. It is what it is. People are just on high alert and with their emotions right now, to just release that and to let all of that go. And try and find a humor in it, that's something that, as a sensitive individual, I don't know about you, but for me, I have in my life, it's been very difficult at times when I'm around a negative person for me not to pick that up. I'm almost like a sponge in a way, but I've learned to detach from that. I've learned to be able to say, okay, this person's being negative. This is not 99% of the time. It's not really about you. It's about something that happened to them that day, or they're angry about something else. So it really has nothing to do with you. But, this is saying to, find the humor in it. Don't take it personally, and just let them go on and be who they're going to be. And that way you don't have to adopt that. You don't have to take that in. Now, as we get with the special card here, this is Hot Spring. And this is all about returning to the sacred. Now, this is really, I'm seeing here, this is about, going within. I love the water here, because this is, again, tells me that this can be, in some cases, like on an emotional level here, that we may need to really kind of going back to the basics in some things. All right. I also feel that, this is really about returning to the sacred. This I'm hearing meditation with this too. So going within and taking some time out for yourself, just to really go within and check in with yourself this week, all right? Because that's going to be one thing that we can do, is to really spend some quiet time. And this is going to be for peaceful and for your own mental healing, is what I'm hearing with this too. So don't forget to, as you take on all of this energy, and this is going to be a roller coaster week, I feel like up and down with some people, to make sure that you honor yourself and take care of you, so that you can do a reality check of, what was reality and what wasn't, and to eliminate all of that. But as we go through this first part of this month of June, I really want you to just focus on just going nice and slow with this month, okay? I think we need to get out of Mercury Retrograde before we actually move forward with some of our plans, ideas, and moving forward with where we're wanting to go. But that's the energy for the week, is just to Give everybody that you encounter this week love and compassion, and do that with your own self. And this, again, this is also about don't take things so seriously. This is your own self too, because we are our own worst enemies when it comes to judging. So lighten up on, don't be so hard on yourself for this week. But this is also about shape shifting also your physical appearance. So this is again being adapting and being more flexible. And don't forget to take time out for yourself. All right. So I wish all of you happiness for this week and health and wellness. And let's just get through this week and see what next week comes into play, because that's going to be the end of all of this madness, hopefully. And everyone have a blessed week. And if you get a chance and you want to view that second quarter forecast, go ahead and just click on that little link that I have onto the video here. Talk to you later, everyone. Bye.